Welcome to the Royal Ties Podcast. My name is Clark, the Financial Credit Coach, and I will be bringing you information acquired through first-hand experiences in order to help you increase your credit score, reduce interest rates, increase savings, and eliminate debts. Doing it for the community, from the community, and by community I mean any and everyone who wants to learn and evolve. So let's get right into it. Hello and welcome back to the Royal Ties Podcast, your go-to source for financial literacy right here in Canada. I'm Clarck Cadet, and today we're unpacking a topic you can relate to, and we're going to test the waters of trust and responsibility, co-signing a loan. Through the story of Simon, a retired teacher from Ottawa, we'll explore the crucial do's and don'ts of co-signing. What does co-signing a loan mean? I'm laughing because it's something I just discussed recently. It's hilarious that I'm now getting to do a whole story again on it. First off, let's define co-signing, okay? When you co-sign a loan, you agree to take on the responsibility of the debt if the primary borrower fails to make payments. So if you say, hey, Clark, come sign for me, and you don't make the payment, I'm responsible. It's a common practice for situations where the primary borrower's credit history or income might not be strong enough to own what they're trying to get. Let's talk about Simon. I'm sorry, this is crazy because I just remember talking to him recently. Meet Simon. His niece, Emily, was starting medical school and needed a student loan. With a lack of substantial credit history, Emily couldn't secure the loan on her own. Eager to help, Simon stepped in as a co-signer. His good credit and steady retirement income made him an ideal candidate. So it's like, hey, I'm going to look out for you, get you this loan, and you'll just pay me back. You're going to do great, whatever. Okay. The do's of co-signing. Let's talk about what you should do if you decide to co-sign for someone. Do consider your ability to pay the loan as if the other person isn't paying at all. If it all falls on you, can you pay it all? Simon reviewed his finances to ensure he could handle the payments if Emily couldn't. Do set clear expectations with the primary borrower. Simon had a frank discussion with Emily about her financial situation and her plan to manage the loan. Frank has nothing to do with this. You need to be in detail. But do stay informed. Simon arranged to receive duplicate statements for the loan to monitor the account and ensure payments were made on time. So in case Emily didn't do what she needed to, he knew what was going on. It wouldn't be months before something happens and he's like, oh, my credit's being affected. That was smart on his part. The reality of co-signing. As responsible as Emily was, life threw a curveball. We all know how that goes. Halfway through her program, she encountered health issues, leading to unexpected medical bills and the inability to continue her studies. Suddenly, she was unable to make her loan payments. The don'ts of co-signing. Remember, she couldn't make the payments anymore. That brings us to the don'ts. Don't assume the borrower can handle the loan without help. Assume that they're going to need you at some point in time and you have their back. Despite the best plans, circumstances change. Man, we all know how this goes. We went through the pandemic. We went through everything. Nothing is as planned always. Always prepare for the unexpected. Don't neglect to consider the impact on your credit. Simon's credit was at risk when Emily missed payments, which he hadn't fully prepared for. Don't co-sign if you're not prepared to take on the full loan. Simon hadn't considered the full possibility of having to pay off the entire loan on his retirement savings. Let's talk about what he had to do, how he had to intervene, because I don't want to just give you examples. I want to give you what happens. To prevent further damage to both their credit scores, Simon stepped in to make payments until Emily could recuperate and take financial responsibility again. This experience taught both Simon and Emily valuable lessons about the risk and the responsibilities of co-signing. So he stepped up to protect his credit by making her payments, but he's actually making his own payments. Final thoughts. And here's a couple of tips I'm going to throw in as well. If you're considering co-signing, treat it as if you're taking out a loan for yourself. Be sure you can afford it and understand the full implications. That's your loan. Don't look at it like you're just co-signing for somebody else. It's for you. Be sure you can afford it and understand all the implications, but it's also wise to consider legal or financial advice before signing. Get legally informed on how you can get yourself out of that situation. Co-signing isn't just a signature, it's a commitment. Ensure you're ready for that responsibility. Simon's story is a powerful reminder of the weight that those decisions carry. Man, listen, this is real talk. This happened. And it happens all the time. Elders sign for the youngers, trying to help them. Make sure you understand what you're doing. Thank you for tuning into the Royal Ties podcast. If you found today's episode insightful, please share it with someone who might be considering co-signing a loan. Tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's bring financial literacy to an end. It starts with me. You know me, from the community, for the community. Everything I'm teaching you, I went through. So don't let anybody else out there tell you that they're a coach or something else. Say, show me. Show me your credit score. Show me your property. Show me your vehicles. Show me that your debts are paid. If they don't lead by example, they shouldn't be leading at all. My name is Clarck Cadet. Y'all know how this goes. www.clarkcadet.com. Come get with me. My name is Clark, the financial coach, and my motto is simple: pay attention or pay for lack of attention. Please follow me at Clark, the financial coach, on Instagram.